Hi guys, it's Carrie. I just wanted to stop on today and say to be careful with the energies coming in and with everything, because the negative is really fighting hard right now to stay and to not have to leave, because they're all leaving. So there's so many attacks right now, psychic attacks, attacks from everybody, and anybody that is in a lower vibration has is able to be latched onto. And so if you're around somebody with a lower vibration that's been latched onto, they're going to come after you if your light's shining the brightest. And with that, I mean that just be careful. Just stay in your sovereignty and in your knowing of what is and what isn't. And as long as you always trust your gut, then you don't have anything to worry about. But when you stop trusting your gut and you stop believing in your intuition and you stop believing what it is that you know is true, then that's when you get yourself into the problems and the hardships and the new lessons and the new karma and everything else. So if I could just tell you to do anything, it's just keep on believing what you believe, and don't believe what other people say, because at the end of the day, this is your life and you're the one living it, and you're the one that has to deal with all of it. And so in order to stay in your sovereignty, you just need to stay in the highest love and light, unconditional love. That's what we're here to bring in. That's what we're here to bring in. But you have to unconditionally love yourself first before you can unconditionally love anybody else. And that's one of the hardest things on this, is learning how to unconditionally love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself and believe what you believe inside, then who in the heck is going to believe you? That's the thing. And you know, everything that I say may not resonate with you, and you may not believe, but that's okay, because this is my human experience and that's your human experience. And you have to just keep in your knowing at all cost on anything. If you're going to go to the store and you take the same path every day to the store, and then say you get in your car and some reason in your head it says go right instead of left, do it, because there's some reason you weren't supposed to go left. There's some reason. And if you listen to yourself on just the little bitty stuff, then it won't be hard when the big stuff comes up to know what's right and what's wrong. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I had a phone call today, and I need to process a lot of what was told to me. But I just want to say that I knew that this stuff was going to happen, and I tried to tell people what was going to happen, but they didn't believe me, and that's okay. But now everything that I seen that was supposed to happen is coming true. And now they want to believe what I had to say instead of believing me in the beginning. And now there's karma associated with it, because they weren't listening to what they needed to know inside. They were trying to just be something that they weren't, and hurt people in the process. And the hurt people in the process are now healed, and now the people that hurt the people in the process are hurting. And it sucks, and I hate that. But I tried to save it, and I tried to stop it, but I couldn't. So that's okay, because I believed in what I knew was true, and it's all playing out now. And at the end of the day, I don't want to say I told you so, but kind of told you so. And if you would have listened to me, you could have stopped all this hurt and pain before. You could have. And I know you know who I'm talking to, and I'm not going to call out any names. And I'm sorry that you're hurting. I'm sorry that you're in pain, and I'm sorry that you had to go through the last month of what you went through to understand that I wasn't the bad guy in the situation, and I wasn't the one trying to hurt you. I was trying to save you. But I couldn't. So now it's time to save yourself and get back into your light. And I'm sorry, I went off on a little tyrant rant here, and it wasn't really a rant. It was just something that needed to be said. And the people who it needed to be said to will understand. But I'm out here hanging out on my hammock, guys, enjoying, because you have to enjoy this weather and you have to just enjoy life. Because if you don't enjoy life and you die tomorrow, what was it all for? Truly, what was it all for? Stay grounded, keep your protection up, be careful with everybody. Alcohol is not your friend, ever. It may be the answer to help calm you down or something like that, but alcohol never is your friend. And water, 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 water. Showers, protection bubbles, Archangel Michael. Stay in your sovereignty. Stay in your love and light. And at the end of the day, unconditional love is what counts. And that's what we're here to bring in. So I love you guys, and I will be back soon. I just had a minute. My daughter's not here for once in 4 years. So I had a minute to jump on and talk a little bit. Crystals, keep your crystals with you, and breathe. Breathe in this good-ass prana, because that's what's helping you to stay in your knowing. You know, when you get into a situation to where you don't know what to do and you get scared, like say I did. I had a situation happen to me 2 days ago, and I had went into a store. Well, actually I wasn't even in the store. I pulled up in the parking lot of the store, and I seen this guy pull up, and I'm back in my hometown now after 7 years, and I seen this guy pull up that I knew, but I didn't recognize I recognized him, but I didn't know who he was. And he pulls up with this grin, and immediately I have to move because he's pulling so close to my car that I have to move to where I can't get Paisley out. I have to move so he can pull in so I can shut my door. And so I do that, and then I'm giving him, I guess, a nasty look because I'm upset. You know, I'm trying to get my child out of the car. I had to move because you don't know how to park. So he gets out, and I look at him, and then I walk around the door, and I get behind the door, and I'm starting to get my child out. And he is looking at me, and he's like, "Why are you giving me attitude?" And I'm like, "Look, dude, I just want to get my kid out of the car and do what I have to do." And I was scared from the depths of my soul, and I don't usually get that way, but I had this uneasy feeling, and I could smell that he was drunk, and I could smell, it was just awful. And so I got my daughter out, and the guy followed me around the store for probably 45 minutes. And my go-to was just to talk to Paisley, to not talk to anybody, and just to get this awful, evil feeling away. Well, I got it away. He left. I got home. I got on my Facebook, and because I needed to know who this was, why I was having this feeling, why I was getting this, I needed to remember. So I found him on Facebook, and I remembered who he was, and there was absolutely no reason why I should have had that feeling that I got. And it was a gut-wrenching, get out of here now feeling, scared for my life. But I pushed through it and everything, and I got home, found out who he was and everything. And like I said, there was no reason to be scared. But I found out that he had an attachment to him that was very, very dark after speaking to my angels and stuff and trying to figure out why I just went into terror mode just from seeing this person. So through that, I learned that you really got to ground and everything, and you got to just be careful. The dark and the negative is out right now, and if you're a lighthouse and you're shining bright, who do you think they're coming to? You. And I'm not trying to scare anybody at all, because nothing happened out of this. I just had a feeling inside of me that he was not okay. And thank goodness that I had that feeling and didn't talk to him, because I'm your typical, I hug everybody, I know everybody, I'm your typical outgoing person, if I know you. But my immediate was shut down mode, and I couldn't even speak to him. And it was because he had negative attachments to him. So just be careful, guys. Just totally be careful with everything. I love y'all so much, and we're going to make it through this, and we're doing so good, and the world is changing, but it's still an evil, nasty place right now, and you still have to be careful and be in your highest vibration, because if you're in your highest vibration, they can't get to you, but they can say stuff and make you feel some type of way, but they can't hurt you and get to you. So get your vibrations up. Stay in your love and light. Unconditional love. and light. That's where it's at. I love y'all all so much. And I will be back as soon as I can with a live. Look at this hair. Laying on the hammock and then get up with hair sticking out everywhere. Messy hair, I don't care. I just want everybody to love themselves and to love others. Let's freaking do this. Suit up. Let's do this. Okay, I'm done now. Love you all so much. Namaste. Stay in your light.